Okay, so let's go over quickly the things that you'll find in Estefany's little implant bag. First, you'll find some cream. Sometimes she can put it on behind her ear. The skin can sometimes get irritated. We have the batteries, the Power One implant batteries, which Estefany will show you how you change those. And then we also have double-sided sticky tape, and Estefany will show you how to apply this. So this just helps keep the implant behind her ear such that it doesn't fall off. This is what we have opted to use, and we find it effective. Now, the parts of the implant are rather simple. The implant comes apart simply by twisting the bodies in opposite direction. The battery pack comes out simply by pulling it. And this battery pack is unique in that it is the FM transmitter built into the bottom. So this is not what she typically wears outside of school, but this is what you will see when she's at school. This part also comes off. This transmits the sound from the processor. It's missing a magnet. This is a spare one. And though I don't think you'll find this piece off at school, I do think it is important to know that this comes off. It simply covers the microphones that pick up the sound, and if it does come off, it simply just snaps back on. Now, putting the implant back together, again, relatively easy. Simply goes in at about a 20-degree angle, and you twist it. You'll hear a little click, meaning it's together. The battery pack simply will slide in. It also clicks. And then this piece, there's only one way it goes in. It does not click, it just pushes in rather snugly. And now the implant's all together. Okay, so now let's look at how to turn on and set up the implant. Please note that I've taken off the magnet just to make it easier to see the screen. Turning on the implant's relatively easy. There's really only 3 buttons. There's this top button, which is the power button, and then there's this bottom toggle switch that either pushes to the left or the right. To turn on the implant, you simply hold down the top button and the implant turns on. The first thing you'll see is an H3 come up, which is a code, and it means that the implant's not connected, the magnet's not connected, which is okay. Now, if you press again on the top button on a short press, you'll see a P1 come up. The implant has 4 different programs, P1, P2, P3, and P4. All of these programs are for different things, but it's important when Estefany's at school that she's set to P1. So simply, it is very simple to access a program if she is on the wrong program by just toggling through them with this top button. Now the bottom 2 buttons simply control the volume. And now, as you can see, when I press on it, the volume goes down. However, we want to make sure the volume's always set to 9 because that's how her programs are programmed with the idea that they are set to 9. Okay? Most of the time it's always set to 9, so there's really no need to mess with it. Now, the other important piece is to make sure you lock the buttons. And it's very simple. Now I'm doing this backwards, but when the implant is facing you, you simply hold down on the power button and the left button at the same time. And a little plus and an L will come up to show you that it's locked. Now once it's locked, notice if you press on the buttons, it doesn't do anything other than a little L to come up to let you know it's locked. And at that point, it's ready to have the tape applied and be put behind her ear. Okay, now Estefany Shaw is going to show you how to change the batteries on her cochlear implant. First, you pull out the battery pack and you remove the old batteries. Sometimes you can use the tip on the implant to push them out. It makes it easier because it's hard to get your fingers in there. The old batteries get given to an adult. You remove the 3 new batteries. They simply get pushed in. They can only go in one way. And then the transmitter gets reinserted into the bottom until you hear a click. And that's it. Good job.
And then you turn it on.
And then you turn it on. Next, Estefany's going to show you how to put the double-sided sticky tape onto her implant, and this helps it stay behind her ear. We use 2 pieces of tape. Simply take off one side first while leaving the other side on and place it.
We can do it like this way, or like we can start on this way.
Yes. Then you simply push it down and take off the bottom piece, which will expose the sticky side. Then you take the other piece and put it diagonally along the top part. And you remove that as well. And there you go. It's ready to go. Good job, Estefany. Oh, one other thing.
Huh?
When we do this, you want to make sure sometimes this top piece will cover the microphones up here. So you simply just push that back on top of the other part. And then it's all ready. Good job.